If you're over 60 and find yourself waking up multiple times during the night, you're not alone. Millions of seniors struggle with fragmented sleep, often chalking it up to simply getting older. But what if I told you that 5 seemingly harmless evening habits might be the real culprits behind those frustrating midnight wake-ups? The truth is, our bodies change as we age, and what worked in our younger years may now be sabotaging our sleep. The good news? Once you understand these habits and make a few simple adjustments, you can reclaim those peaceful, uninterrupted nights you've been missing. Let's start with the first habit. You've probably heard the advice to stay hydrated throughout the day. It's great advice, but here's where many seniors go wrong. They drink most of their daily fluids in the evening hours. Maybe you finish dinner and then settle in for the evening with a cup of tea. Or perhaps you keep a large glass of water by your chair and sip it throughout your television time. Before bed, you might even drink another full glass, thinking you're being healthy. The problem is, as we age, our bladder capacity naturally decreases. Additionally, the hormone that helps our bodies retain water during sleep decreases with age. This means your kidneys continue producing urine throughout the night at a higher rate than they did when you were younger. When you load up on fluids in the evening, you're essentially guaranteeing yourself multiple trips to the bathroom. And here's the crucial part. Each time you wake to use the bathroom, you're disrupting your sleep cycles. Even if you fall back asleep quickly, you've interrupted the deep, restorative stages of sleep your body desperately needs. The solution isn't to stop drinking water altogether. Instead, front-load your fluid intake. Drink the majority of your fluids before 3 p.m. Have a good amount with breakfast and lunch. Then, taper off significantly in the late afternoon and evening. Limit yourself to small sips after dinner, just enough to take any medications or quench mild thirst. If you take medications in the evening, take them with just a few ounces of water, not a full glass. And that beloved evening tea ritual? Try moving it to mid-afternoon instead. Many seniors who make this single change report going from waking 3 or 4 times per night to just once, or even sleeping through the night entirely. The second habit causing problems is late evening eating. Digestion and sleep don't mix well, especially as we get older. Your body's digestive system slows down with age, and lying down with a full stomach creates a perfect storm for sleep disruption. Many seniors eat dinner late, around 7 or 8 p.m., then head to bed by 9 or 10. That's barely enough time for your body to begin the digestive process. When you lie down with food still in your stomach, several things happen. First, you increase your risk of acid reflux. The muscle that keeps stomach acid where it belongs weakens with age, and when you're horizontal, gravity no longer helps. You might wake up with heartburn, a sour taste, or even a cough. Second, your body is actively working to digest that food, which keeps your metabolism elevated. This creates internal heat and activity that's incompatible with the cool, quiet state your body needs for deep sleep. Third, many seniors snack in the evening out of habit rather than true hunger. That bowl of ice cream at 9 p.m. or those crackers during the late news keep your digestive system engaged when it should be winding down. The solution requires some planning. Aim to finish your last substantial meal at least 3 hours before bedtime. If you typically go to bed at 10 p.m., have dinner finished by 7 at the latest. If you genuinely feel hungry before bed, choose a very light snack that won't kickstart heavy digestion. A few whole grain crackers or a small piece of fruit is fine. But skip the heavy, rich, spicy, or fatty foods entirely in the evening hours. Also consider making lunch your bigger meal and keeping dinner lighter. You might be thinking, I've heard this before, but stay with me because the issue runs deeper for seniors than you might realize. The blue light emitted by phones, tablets, computers, and televisions suppresses melatonin production. Melatonin is the hormone that signals to your body that it's time to sleep. Here's the problem for seniors specifically. Your body already produces less melatonin as you age. Starting in your 50s and 60s, melatonin production drops significantly. So when you're scrolling through your phone or watching television right up until you turn off the lights, you're suppressing the small amount of melatonin your body is trying to produce. But it's not just the blue light. The content matters too. Many seniors watch the news before bed, catching up on the day's events. Unfortunately, news broadcasts tend to focus on negative, anxiety-producing stories. That activates your stress response and releases cortisol, which is the opposite of what you need before sleep. The solution requires creating a new evening routine. Set a digital sunset time, ideally 2 hours before bed, but at minimum 1 hour. This means all screens go off: television, phone, tablet, computer. Replace that screen time with genuinely relaxing activities. Read a physical book or magazine under warm lighting. Listen to calm music. Do some light stretching. Practice meditation or deep breathing. Work on a puzzle. Have a conversation with your spouse or call a friend. If you absolutely must watch television in the evening, at least stop an hour before bed and do something else for that final hour. Many seniors resist this change because their evening routine is built around television or their devices. But those who make the switch consistently report falling asleep faster and waking less frequently. Exercise is wonderful for overall health and can absolutely improve sleep quality. But timing matters enormously, especially for seniors. Many older adults find that evening is the most convenient time to exercise. Maybe you take your walk after dinner, do your stretching routine before bed, or attend an evening exercise class. The problem is that exercise raises your body temperature, increases your heart rate, releases endorphins, and generally activates your body's systems. For sleep to occur, your body needs the opposite: a dropping core temperature, a slower heart rate, and a calm, settled state. When you exercise in the evening, especially within 3 hours of bedtime, you're essentially telling your body to wake up and be alert. This affects seniors, particularly because our bodies take longer to return to baseline as we age. The solution is moving exercise earlier in the day. Morning or early afternoon workouts improve nighttime sleep by regulating your circadian rhythm and allowing your body to fully calm down before bed. If mornings aren't realistic, aim to finish moderate or vigorous exercise by 5 or 6 p.m. If you must exercise in the evening, keep it very gentle and consider a lukewarm shower to help lower body temperature. Your body thrives on consistency, especially as you age. Many seniors, particularly retirees, have irregular evenings, different bedtimes, inconsistent naps, and varying routines. This confuses your internal clock, making it harder for your body to know when to release melatonin and prepare for sleep. Another common issue is skipping a true wind-down routine. Going straight from activity to bed signals nothing to your brain that it's time to sleep. The solution is a consistent evening schedule. Set the same bedtime and wake time every day, even on weekends. Choose a bedtime that allows 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Then follow a 1-hour wind-down routine each night with the same steps: dimming lights, light stretching, reading, and then lights out. Repetition trains your brain to begin the sleep process automatically. Also, avoid late afternoon naps or limit them to 20 minutes before 3 p.m. These habits, late fluids, late meals, screens, poorly timed exercise, and inconsistent routines are common and often overlooked. When you address them one by one, the improvement can be dramatic. Start with 1 or 2 changes, make them consistent, then build from there. Night wakings aren't inevitable or just aging. They're signals that your routine needs adjustment. Change one habit tonight, stick with it, and notice how your sleep responds. Better nights can start sooner than you think.